If you have a login for more than one When2Work account, say you have two employers and they both use When2Work, you'll have separate usernames and passwords for each account, but we can make it easier for you to access both logins. First, you'll want to go to Change My Information. You'll see a link with a lightning symbol that says Have multiple usernames? Click here. You can use our switch list feature to toggle back and forth between multiple logins. Sign in with your first username, which we'll call your Power username. And then click to add another username to your switch list. First, you'll verify your Power username. That's your main one, and you're signed into it now. This should not be a username that is ever shared with anyone else, because this username is now going to get you into both logins. Enter your second username. And if you like, pick a color so that you'll be able to see the difference between the two. Let's say green, and add a nickname so that you know which account that is. Click Add. And now you'll see that you have a switch list. It includes your first username and your second username. You can give each of them a nickname so that you know which one is which, and make sure that they're different colors. Now, when you click Save Edits, you'll see up here in the right-hand corner you have a button to toggle to your other login. You can go back and forth to see your two different accounts using this multiple username switch list. When you're in your original Power user account, you'll also see a link to add or edit more logins to the list in case that becomes necessary. While you can toggle back and forth between two logins, you can't see both schedules on one screen. So we also recommend that you go to Change My Information and scroll down to the Google Calendar link. Now you can export your schedule to your Google Calendar from both logins. This will allow you to view all of your shifts together in one display in Google Calendar. To set this up, you'll need to open another browser window where you'll sign into your Google account. Once you're signed in, come back to the When2Work page. You'll click Google Calendar, select the fields that you want to show on your Google Calendar export, and click to export. Give When2Work permission, and your account is now linked to your Google Calendar. Now go to your next account and set that one up with the same Google Calendar by simply connecting again in exactly the same way. Now, when you look at your Google Calendar, you'll see that you have two When2Work schedules shared. Now you can see both schedules on the same calendar. Keep in mind that when you request time off in one account, that's only going to be visible to the managers in that account. You'll have to go up to your other account and request time off there as well. That's also true with your weekly preferences. You need to enter those in each account so that they'll be visible to all of your managers. Don't forget to set up your notifications in both accounts. Notifications you request only apply to the account in which you request them. The When2Work app offers a dashboard. Go to the More section at the bottom right. And you can see that your current login is listed at the top, and below it, it says Add User. If you click there, you can enter your second username and password, just like you enter on the regular site login page. And you'll be signed in to both logins. You can click on either login to customize the name of the login and the color. The color coding is very useful, because when you are in the account, you'll see a banner at the top of the page reminding you that that's a different login. Simply click on that banner to choose another username. You can request time off, set up your work preferences and notifications, and even set up the Google Calendar export right here in the When to Work app.